Hey folks, what's up? Ashish here for Technospot.Net, and we are going to do Asus Zenfone 2 review. When Asus launched Zenfone 5 last year, it took both consumers and phone makers by surprise because it delivered a brilliant performing device with impressive UI and a price point which rocks the Indian market. This year Asus came back with Zenfone 2, aiming towards a consumer who would want a flagship-like phone but at a lower price. While Asus has launched Zenfone 2 in many variants, creating a lot of confusion in the market, we have the Zenfone 2 ZE55 1ml, which is a 4GB RAM and 32GB internal storage model. So let's begin with the review. Built-in design. This phone has thin corners with fat back. Many OEMs these days want to deliver phones to consumer with flagship feel and quality. Asus definitely has done it with Zenfone 5 and they are taking their next step with Zenfone 2. A screen which is bigger than 5-inch, metal looking body in the rear and thin edges. All these definitely drive the experience both in theory and real usage. That said, the phone looks thin because of the edges, but it has got a fat rear. Asus did a smart thing here. They built a fat rear which gently slopes down the edges. It's not only ergonomic but it is also easy to hold for the same reason. The rear holds the camera, dual-tone LED flash, speaker and the volume knocker, which is definitely adopted from LG's back button concept. When it comes to weight, it is not in the category of light phone, but the curved edges strong grip makes handling easy. What I found irritating was the tiny lock button on the top, which is difficult to press in one go and needs a bit of force to press it down. The specification and the 4GB RAM surprise. What really surprised everybody during the launch of Zenfone 2 is the 4GB RAM. It's first Android phone to have 4GB RAM, which gives immense power combined with Intel's 64-bit quad-core processor clocked at 2.3 GHz. It comes with 32GB of internal storage and that on a 5.5-inch SD screen. Not only you have enough memory to run loads of apps, especially when Android allows you to do so, you can also copy files back and through faster. For example, downloading will be faster, installing will be faster, and games will be much smoother, and so on. The phone is powered by Zen UI, which is built on top of Android 5.0. That's the lollipop. You'll be surprised on how smooth the experience is, even though it's not stock Android. How does it actually perform? It was really smooth. Even after using it for around 10 days with so many games, lot of pictures, movie, music and whatnot, it didn't slow down. I've usually seen Android phones going down within a week or month, but this one is an exception. Asus has nailed it by combining the UltraPack hardware with the Zen UI, which already has positive impression and didn't fail me here as well. High-end gaming. This time I chose some high-end game to test the 4GB limit. I usually stick with Asphalt 8 Airbound, but this time we had Marvel Contest of Champions and Godfire. Both of these games are free and needs a lot of memory and processing from the phone to keep up. Asphalt 8 Airbounds, no hiccups, no lags and no frame drops. The phone never heated even after playing for 45 minutes. Marvel Contest of Champions, this is a dual fight game with some brilliant graphics and you will end up using the whole screen for swiping. There were no hiccups, but the phone managed to heat up a bit in 15 minutes of gameplay. Godfire. This game pushed Zenfone 2 to its extreme limit. Not only the phone heated up quite a lot, it also had frame skips and lags. Camera performance. The camera app looks really well done on Zenfone 2. It's much better than Zenfone 5. It's fast, comes with full of features and you can quickly move between modes. As you launch the app, you have settings both on right and left. Most of us will end up using the default settings, but take a look at the right bottom for modes if you love experimenting taking pictures. The Asus Zenfone 2 comes with 13 megapixel rear shooter with a dual tone LED flash. It also includes the Asus Pixel Master technology, which claims to provide better shots in low light, specifically with f/2.0 aperture. It comes with quick options for novice users, time rewind, SDR, panorama, night, miniature, depth field and so on. Even the video mode has features like auto, miniature, time lapse to help you shoot lively memories. Those who love to experiment, you have manual settings available, which includes a lot of useful in-house apps, which allows you to control settings like exposure, ISO and white balance. However, Asus is yet to achieve the tech needed for low light performance. Like most of the phones, it does a great job in good lighting condition and in macros. But when it comes to low light, it really fails. We expected it to do a lot better, especially at this price. Those who love taking selfies, the front-facing 5 megapixel camera comes with wide-angle, real-time beautification. It also includes a selfie panorama mode which helps you fit in more than expected. Zen UI. The phone comes with Zen UI built on top of Android Lollipop. While you can see the material design here and there, Zen UI delivers a lot of customization. So much that sometimes it had me confused. Nevertheless, it's one of the best ROMs to use for Android. You have option to double tap to sleep to keep up the annoying power button. You can resize the screen for one hand operation and so on. We are working on detail of tips and tricks of Zenfone UI which you can expect by next week. Audio, music playback and in-call quality. Well, music playback is here to impress, but it's par with most of the Android phones. I've had used several apps including the one that stream over the internet, for example Mix Radio and all. They all work perfectly except at a full volume it may sound a bit harsh. The music in games were not a problem at all. I will suggest either to lower the volume a bit or use equalizer to balance it out. The in-call quality is great and with inbuilt recording functionality it will attract a lot of consumers who need to record every call. Battery. How long does it last? When a phone houses a lot of power in terms of hardware, battery gets used a lot and even if not much used, the hardware itself can consume a lot of power. And then it's Android, known for consuming a lot of battery. I was able to get through half of the day with high usage and then it starts going down the graph a lot faster. The phone manages to get around 14 to 15 hours with normal usage, while with heavy usage, expect it to last around 10 to 11 hours tops. You either need to have a battery pack around or at least carry your charger all the time. The battery capacity is 3000 mAh and it's non-removable, though you can take out the rear case and look at it. Approximately priced at Rs 20,000, it is one of the Android phones which delivers smooth experience. The performance speaks for itself. Can play high-end resource-hungry games, camera is decent and display is just outstanding. The only thing which I didn't like was the battery. So do I recommend this phone? Absolutely. Go ahead if you want to have a phone, have an Android phone basically, which gives you or which delivers a better experience compared to the other Android phones in the market. So guys, that was the Zenfone 2 review. If you have any questions, please let us know. We are coming up with tips and tricks next week. Thanks for watching.